2024 was a big year for Brawl Stars. We went from a Brawl Pass rework, to a new rank mode, to a whole bunch of collabs and events, to literal Buzz Lightyear. Not only that, this year, we have more people playing Brawl Stars than ever before. You know a game's popular when you can hear people in your school talk about it, okay? So, let's go back in time and take a look at what this game has brought us in the past year. In January, we got the Startoon season, which was the first season ever since the Brawl Pass rework. You couldn't buy Brawl Passes with gems anymore, and there's a new Brawl Pass Plus which costed more money, but they buffed the free pass, so it's fine. Also, seasons last 1 month now instead of 2. This month brought us Kit, who was beyond broken on release. You couldn't hit him when he lashed onto an enemy. He basically got free supers when he had enough cubes. He was terrifying. But somehow, he was not the most OP brawler added this year. That title belongs to Larry and Lori, who were added in February. They were the most broken brawlers on release, arguably ever. They got 12 nerfs in 2 months, yet are still really good even now, which tells you a lot. Not only that, their release broke matchmaking for a bit, so at the time, matchmaking was instant. You could face 200 trophy players with 800 trophy brawlers, and this led to world records being broken left and right. Around this time, we had the Brawl Together event, in which the community had to work together to get 16 billion takedowns for a bunch of rewards, but you get more if you played in a team. And not long before the Brawl Talk, we had the Piggy Week event, which is basically just 3 mega pigs in a row. Is it just me, or do you still remember this event? Because I didn't until I made the script. March came with the tragic loss of Power League and Rise of Rank. Ranked seasons now lasted for 1 month, completely resetting your progress each season. Drafting was now simpler before Diamond, you cannot use brawlers below Power 9, there are freaking modifiers now, and a lot more. Getting Masters rank became so much easier, and speaking of ranks, this was the time ranks were renamed to tiers, and I am still salty about that now. On March 7th, Angela was released for everyone. And while they weren't as OP as the previous 2 brawlers, they were still really strong on release. 1 day later was International Women's Day. And to celebrate, Brawl Stars had a Brawl Like a Girl event where we had to get takedowns using only female brawlers. We could get up to 4 times Mastery Madness, but the event was short-lived as on March 21st, the 100 Star Drops event came, which gave us, well, 100 Star Drops. And to get them, we as the community had to collect a heck ton of rare Star Drops. This was the one time in Brawl Stars history that rare drops were a good find, huh? On April Fool's Day, Brawl Stars did a little bit of trolling, adding Poop Spike to the game and a Baby Shark collab, complete with a Baby Shark skin for El Primo, and the song being played on full blast in the game's menu for the entire day. I can't play this it's copyrighted! Melody was also released this month, dropping a whole song and picking a fight with Janet on her release. Janet is still better, by the way. In May, Brawl Stars had a collab with Godzilla, and we had a limited time Godzilla event lasting the whole month. Monster eggs were added, which were basically star drops. Mutations were added, some of which, as correctly stated in the Brawl Talk, broke the game. And we had some of them come back as hyperchargers later. There was also a Godzilla City Smash mode, where you could literally play as Godzilla, but even he was no match for some of the mutations out there. And we also had a club event where you could get a hypercharged skin for free. Lily was added around this time, and she was pretty weak on release until they added her second ammo slot a few months later and she became broken. You also got 5v5 Knockout, which was playable for a bit until a broken cheese strat with El Primo and Gray came around, which everyone abused for free ranks. Well, that is, unless they had a Primo named Faraway Knight. June came with the release of Draco, and they pulled out a well-known metal band, Dragon Force, to perform a song about him on his release. Crazy. You know what's also crazy? The Thumbs Up for Brawl event, which gave us up to 5 legendary star drops for using the Thumbs Up pin. This might be my favorite event of all time, not just because of the rewards, but because I've never switched off Thumbs Up since. That doesn't mean my randoms would do so though. You know what? I'm tired of you. You can just go defeat yourself, bruh. In July, we had the Classic Brawl event, which gave us Mega Boxes. Oh, Mega Boxes, you're still as beautiful as the day I lost you. Wait a second, these are just reskin star drops, what the frick? This event also added mirror match and drumroll, and you can get Sovereign Rico for free during the event. We also got Berry, a pretty strong support, and a long-awaited rework for Frank, along with Megan Chester, all of which rose up in the meta at that time. And also the infamous Brocky model. Okay, fine, it wasn't that bad. Stop bashing me in the comments, okay? In August, they released Splatoon. Paint Brawl into the game. Your goal is to cover the map in your team's paint, either by shooting a ball or by killing opponents. Clancy was also released, finishing the Deep Sea Trio, and the Box vs Drops event happened, where players could either get 60 Star Drops or 10 Mega Boxes. And Star Drops proved to be hold on. We got both! Everyone wins! Yippee! September brought us yet another collab, the SpongeBob event. Here you could get Krusty Cash you could spend in a Krusty shop, and we had Power Meals giving us SpongeBob power-up. 2 new modes were added, Jelly Fishing and Trio Showdown, and a club event where you could get SpongeBob Primo for free. We also got Mo, a blind British sewer rat, and like most other new brawlers this year, he was OP. Why do I need to keep saying this? October brought us Kenji, the 3rd legendary this year. Yeah, OP on release, pay to win, blah blah blah. For Brawl Halloween, we had the Dead Game event where we could get dead boxes. These are just a reskin of mega boxes with a lot more coins and spooky cosmetics. And on October 31st, the trophy rework came around, which changed a lot of things. Old ranks were removed, so any legacy rank 35 you had would only be remembered by your profile, and you could get a spray, pin, or title depending on how many legacy ranks you had. Matchmaking was the same above 1,000 trophies. Every brawler resets to 1,000 trophies every season, and now we have season trophies and trophy boxes. Anyways, on November 1st to 3rd, the Brawl Stars World Finals was held. It had its fair share of moments such as the infamous skit pick in Bridge Too Far, but in the end, Humble won, proving that trophies do not equal skill. Juju was released this month, and her voice lines made me realize I may be too old for this game.
Wop wop! Very demure, very mindful.
We also had the Angels vs Demons event, where fate decides if you're an angel or demon for the day, which gives you angelic or demonic drops, and angelic or demonic abilities. These abilities were more balanced than mutations and SpongeBob power-up, but with the amount of glitches appearing, this event might as well be called bugs vs glitches. This event gave us contests, the worst thing possible for Mylesia, and 2 modes, Soul Collector, which is Wipeout but with souls you have to collect, and Spirit Wars, which is Siege but worse since half the brawlers outrange the Ike. Man, I really hate some of the events. And in the final month of the year, Shade was released. People thought it would have been really broken, but instead we got a pretty balanced brawler. Well, what isn't balanced is the next brawler added into the game, Buzz Lightyear. Yep, temporary brawlers exist now. Buzz Lightyear came with 3 different modes and was given for free for Brawl Days along with a bunch of free stuff. Okay, this guy's existence ruined what would have been a really balanced meta, so screw Buzz Lightyear! And for this month, Mega Pig was replaced with Mega Tree, and instead of Star Drops you could get presents. Nothing stopping you from getting a rare though. And that's everything we got in Brawl Stars for this year. Well, not really, since I cannot list down like every new hardware charge or every new skin added this year, but you get the idea. Well, who knows what Brawl Stars has in store for us next year? Well, we simply have to wait and see. Until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in 2025.